I'll take an override code. Override code sounds very good indeed.
The emergency release is just above the door. It's a manual release, so I can't do it for you.
That's fine. That's 36, 37. Fun. Blow into space. For all the good it'll do.
Pressure variance too great. Door may not be opened until pressure is equalized.
Oh wait, he means right up here.
Okay, punch in this code. 3270. The rest is up to you. Good luck.
Is that it? Doesn't have to push anything?
Pressure variance too great. Door may not be opened until pressure is equalized.
3. Oops. 3270. Neither of these buttons seem to do anything. Was there another digit and the audio just cut out? Yes, there is. God damn it. We're going to have to play that back in the recording. You'll see the audio cut out, and there's no way I could have known. Let's just reload it and try again.
Okay, punch in this code. 32770. The rest is up to you. Good luck.
32770.
Emergency door release initiated. Please stand by.
Jesus. That's, yeah, that's a door release. A door release and a half.
Welcome, come to my brain. All that I am is contained in that sphere.
You're gonna have to open me up. There's a manual code book. I'm not sure exactly how it works, but I think it has to do with exchanging the red lights for green and vice versa. You'll have to figure it out. After that, well, if it works, the next time I talk to you should be from inside your suit.
I see. Well, there's nowhere to go. $38. Fun. AI core. Let me guess. Hops who? I see. Do they hop? Yes, they hop. But of course now I've blocked myself out there, haven't I? No, I'm just doing exactly the same thing I did last time, didn't I? Okay. There is a sequence to this. Right, of course, if I send... No. No. Nice thought, though. Dude. Send that there, but then nothing can jump forward. Clear that, jump that forward, but then nothing can jump forward. Move that. I feel like this should be simpler than I'm making it out to be. Yeah, here we go. Then if I move that to there. And move this one forward. Then I can hopscotch all the way home. There we go.
To anyone who may be listening, my name is Dr. Kenneth Farnstein. I've made this recording in the event that anything should happen to me. This message is an appeal. 26 years ago, I undertook an experiment to create a new kind of artificial intelligence. A system demonstrating the traits of self-awareness and creativity. My results have been astonishing. At first, I considered the experiment a failure. I had created an erratic, unpredictable, thoroughly irrational program, but it had a curiosity, you see. And occasionally, a burst of insight so lucid I was astonished at the understanding. Not the cold conclusions of a machine, but something more right-brained, more intuitive. It was life. It was a result I was unprepared for. Author is not simply a program, he is a person. And I've sheltered him here from the circus I would make of him. I'm afraid I may have corrupted him enough with my obsession for 20th century media. I ask that you understand. And if you can find it in yourself to protect him for a while. He means a great deal to me.
Sure thing, bub. Jeez. Thanks for the epilepsy.
Not exactly flattering. In less than 100 years of progress, you can fit me up. So, how do you like my new home? Comfy little interface, huh? So, this is how I think I can help you out. I couldn't figure out a way for you to ask me questions directly, but I've created a comment button that'll light up if I have something to offer. I've actually become pretty fascinated with art history and stuff, and by the looks of what your future self was researching, what I've studied could come in handy. I've also created a help button in case you get stuck on a problem. You know what they always say, 2 minds are better than 1. But hey, you're the detective. I'm sure you'll want to figure it out on your own before resorting to my help. There's more info in the chip's inventory description. You might want to check that out. As to our mutual friend, he was reprogramming one of my sculptures in the biomass processing module. I think he set up some sort of harmonics response, but the only way to find out for sure is to visit the scene of the crime. And that means getting to that part of the station. I gather you don't have control over where you jump to in a time zone, so it may be a trek. The accident really trashed that part of the station. In fact, we may want to come back to it later. Alright, so maybe it won't make much difference when we get to it, but to be totally honest, I'd much rather go somewhere other than back to the station my first trip out of here. If you know what I mean. I could use a little adventure. Alright, Gage and Arthur's Big Adventure. I like the sound of that.
We've certainly got more personality than the previous AI. Does boggle the mind why we would not have an AI companion in this one. But I guess maybe there wasn't an AI in the original Journeyman project? I don't know. It's also touch disturbing with the brain and eyeballs thing going on, but hey, who am I to judge? Ah, okay, we are literally have to jump out now. Fair enough. Save 39 fun Arthur. Alright, we have our AI companion. Let's in fact let's recall.
Like the look. Early terrarium.
Looks like he has stuff to say regardless.
Gage, one word. Curtains.
Okay, and you're not allowed to repeat the comments, that's fine. I wonder how many comments he has.
These are wonderful toys. And when are you getting the dream continuum?
Oh god, he has comments for everything.
You beat those things? Gage, that isn't a threat. That's a $1 million toy line. I don't mean to suggest you have an ego problem, but you have an action figure of yourself.
Where's the hair? There's no hair. Yeah, thank you, but you can stop with the solo. Stop with the solo.
He's tired of being abused by Wookiees. Charles Bronson is C-3PO in Destroy.
What are these 21st century references? I do not understand them. God, I wish there was a music slider. No comment for this one. Well. Well, let's go exploring. Sod to say saving the time-space continuum. This is now Arthur's quest, the quest for comments from Arthur. Nope, nothing to say about fruit.
Kinda defeats the purpose of ping pong, doesn't it?
Yes, yes it does. I should probably get some more cheese whiz for cheese girl, sorry. As I'm here, we're going to need to go back at some point, and hey, maybe I need it for another puzzle. 6, 2, 5, 9, 4, 9, 7, 8. Transmit, accept. Yeah, what do you think about that, Arthur? Pretty cool, right? Yeah. Cheese girl. Nothing to say about my oven, my beautiful replicating technology. I guess he's more of a knick-knack sort of guy.
Hey Gage, got the time?
Haha, funny.
All work and no play makes Gage a temporal neurotic. Nice. The Tex Avery alarm clock. Like sands through the hourglass, so are the days of our lives.
Very, something. Deep.
Gage, please tell me these books came with the apartment. So what do you consider light reading? The toaster manual?
Antique books for display purposes only. Please do not touch.
Ah, I see. You have books and none of them can be read. Gets me in the mood for some of that non-drinkable water.
Thank you. You can end the solo, thank you. I guess this somewhat means that now... I very much felt like we'd come to a conclusive point in each of the time zones, so I couldn't go any further. But now Arthur will reveal something going forward that I couldn't previously see without him.
Agent 5, Gage Blackwood, is under house house arrest. Access privileges revoked.
We're at the skin phone.
You have 3 messages.
But there are 4 buttons active. But there are 4 buttons active. Yep. There's definitely a yep there.
One question, Gage. Why?
I asked that question myself. No, nothing to say about the crazy solar system. How about the TV tank? Hey, maybe Arthur has something to say about Gino.
Yes, it's Lava Lamp 2328.
Yeah, how about it, Arthur? Hey? Hey, Arthur.
I'm at it right now.
It's brilliant, isn't it?
Name, number, I'll get back to you. Thanks.
Hi, it's me. I know it's been a while, but...
He has to have something to say about Gino. Surely. I mean, if he's obsessed with the culture references from this time, he has to know Gino.
Some pictures, but, you know, I thought you might like to have them. Okay, maybe I'll see you next week.
We're not totally watching this just because I want to watch it again.
You were like the wind, moving fast and silent. Never knowing where you were going or where you'd been. I pray somehow you hear these vows I've thrown into the wind. And while you're gone, I'm moving on. I'll begin again. Right or wrong, you're wondering if I'll be standing strong. You have my word. I promise I'll be searching for a reason to go on.
Eh? Eh? Nothing? Oh, Arthur, you disappoint me. It's got a real Genesis vibe to it, you know? Right, let's, we've spent enough time here. Let us go... We've got the key and stuff. Let's go to Chateau Gala. I want to use this goddamn key. Allo! 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 Ugh. Poor guy. Wow, they could give there's a help thing right here. Guess we could probably just take a new arrow. Nothing to say about a guy getting shot right in front of you, huh?
The wooden roofs were covered with tin, I think to prevent being set ablaze by flaming arrows.
Yep, that would just about do it.
If someone should get a glimpse of us up here, in this suit we might pass as a knight, but I think we should be careful not to be seen.
No shirt, Sherlock. Huh, come to think of it, you can actually get all the way to Arthur without... because all you need is cheese. You get to the space station, you flop around for a bit, push a few buttons, hexagon puzzle. Yeah, you can actually get to Arthur from the very start of the game.
It's kind of interesting how they use the more finished stone on the outside of the walls to make the castle look more imposing, and use the rough stone on the inside. The space in between was generally filled with rubble and, oh, I don't know, annoying singing frogs and metal boxes.
Singing frogs? I wonder if there's anything to say about our dear knight at the bottom. Where are we now? 39? No, we're on to 40. 40. Gale. Arthur 1. Because I feel like there's going to be a lot of walking around with Arthur just trying to find his commentary. Oh, and for people that disagree with me on the whole Soma thing, this is Arthur. It's a copy of him at that moment. It is still Arthur. I'm sorry. Ooh, he does have a help button though, which means that there must be something there that can be done with that knight to get rid of him.
Sounds locked to me.
Maybe so, but I've tried the key on here already. I'm guessing that each time you push this button, it costs you 50 points. Though I guess it's time to stop you from pushing the button and then loading the game. I'm interested if he says exactly the same thing about the door. This one. Yeah, it's also got a help thing on it.
These wooden hoardings here, they were put up for defense before a siege to protect archers, and get this, allow the soldiers to drop big, heavy, painful things on the attackers below. Charming, isn't it?
It's true.
This castle really was the jewel in King Richard's crown. He once wrote about Chateau Gaillard. How beautiful is my year-old daughter. When Philip Augustus had said that he would take this castle though its walls were made of iron, King Richard retorted that he would hold it if its walls were made of butter. Then King John the Soft Sword took over. When Philip was done with this place, you could pour it on your popcorn.
I'll bet.
When Philip Augustus heard about Richard's death in 1199, he set about retaking Normandy. And within 3 years, in October of 1203, he was knocking on Chateau Gaillard's door with a formidable army. John answered the door with 300 knights, 3,000 horsemen, and 4,000 foot soldiers and assorted ruffians, who tried to surprise Philip's army with a night attack. Big mistake. He wasn't counting on the new cohesion and confidence of Philip's army in the light of Richard's death. They were slaughtered.
Yeah, that is unfortunate. But that's military stratagem for you. So far nothing new. Other than now having a help button we can push.
So a clever French knight figures out that he and a few men can get into the castle by climbing up through a toilet. So right now they must be fighting it out at the main gate. By now there will only be about 60 English soldiers remaining anyway. No wonder this place seems deserted.
Alright, nothing new there. I mean, I'm not expecting him to spell the word out for me, but let's just... what?
These wooden walkways were generally the only way to get around a tower. If a portion of the wall was overrun, they could just remove the walkways and the enemy wouldn't be able to get any further.
It's true. I assume that's the same comment as he had back here. No, it's not.
Ah, see that bridge to the inner bailey? This was the castle's one weakness. Under cover of the bridge, Philip Augustus's men managed to dig under the wall and collapse a section of it in what they called a, let me look it up, a sapping operation. When an attacker would sap a wall of a castle, they would dig a tunnel underneath the foundation supported by a wooden framework. They would then set fire to the wooden beams and the tunnel would collapse under the wall, bringing it down.
Yep. Man, this game is fun and educational. It's fun-ducational.
You tiny-brained wipers of other people's bottoms, I fart in your general direction. Your mother was a hamster, and your father smelled of elderberries.
Sorry, I always wanted to say that.
Copyright.
You want to know what made this castle such a unique piece of military architecture? King Richard's design for the keep and inner bailey. Look, see those rib-like structures ringing the top of the keep? They were designed to funnel drop projectiles down to the skirt-like plinth at the bottom, which bounced the stones in kind of a fan-shaped trajectory. This way, there was nowhere that the attackers could approach the castle without being vulnerable. We seem to be getting closer to where that catapult is hitting, and I'd be willing to bet their aim isn't getting worse. I hope the serfs have umbrellas. Ah, the classic garderobe. Simplicity at its finest.
Aha! By looking down, the catapult strike is averted. The power I have over this universe.
Missed me by that much.
Us.
Buildings in this time were built of a half-timber framework with gaps filled with wattle and daub. God, I hate English food. Anyway, basically a mat of woven reeds covered with mud and clay.
Go on, Arthur. If you have 20th century references, you must know Dark Souls, right? Really? No Dark Souls? What's the matter? It's like it hadn't been invented yet. In the future. Okay, so he has nothing new to add regarding any of this jazz. Maybe I'm not using the key correctly? Maybe he'll have some insight on the key if we go in here.
Yes, the incredible sharpening wheel! The latest in lightweight stone technology. It spins, it sparks, it sharpens your knives. It's absolutely free with your 6-piece set of Ginsu broadswords.